Good morning and welcome back to North of the River with Mike
and Carmen.
We're here out in front of our chicken coop. We just want to give you guys a little rundown of what we have going on here with our chickens and our chicken coop.
As you can tell, they're yakking at us to let them out. It's about 10:30 right now.
Yeah, it's about time for them to get out.
We kind of leave them in there for a little while so they can get used to laying in the lay box, because they were laying out
here in the bushes and the grass, and so we've kind of trained them to where they stay in the coop and they lay the eggs inside the lay boxes, and then after they lay their eggs and stuff, as a reward, we let them out and we let them free range out here on the side. We'll show you over here. And then we got a couple that jump the fence and they'll go out here in the yard in the grass, but the majority of them stay inside the pen here. But we got a couple escape artists that like to go over the fence and get out here and go around the...
and that's because you spoil them. So they'd get out and you'd give them the mealworms, and they knew if they got out, you'd give them mealworms.
That's true. They jump the fence and say, okay, I jumped the fence, he'll give me some mealworms to get back in. So
we kind of stopped that because that was a really bad habit.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll show you our coop over here. Okay, so here they are in inside the cage, and as you hear, they're laying eggs right now. So we're gonna go ahead and let the ones out that are out. Come on, girls. Single file. Single file.
This one with the yellow band here is Michael's favorite.
The green band.
Or the greenish neon band. He calls her...
She's mine. I named her mine. There she is right there, the green band on there. She's very loving. Every time I go in the coop get the eggs, she jumps up there and pecks on me and like, what are you doing, if I don't give her attention. If I hold another chicken, she'll peck my arm. She gets jealous. So I named her mine. She's mine, my favorite. So this is the free range there. We let them, you got the fence way back here, runs along back here, comes back here and comes around down over here and down here. They majority of them, like I said, stay inside, but then we got some escape artists that jump the fence, and then they come all around the property here. And while we're over here on this, we'll do some talking about this. I'll tell you a little bit about how this coop got done here. So anyway, what this used to be, where there was a jacuzzi inside here, and we took the jacuzzi out, and it's got the middle part's concrete, so we took that out and we added the wood on the bottom, and we turned the jacuzzi shed into a coop. So this is during the winter time. They had a roof on them so they can come out here, and they're not in the snow or the rain, so they have the dry part here, but yet they have the windows so they can look out, and they can roost up here, and they roost in here. And then the back part, back over here, the white shed, that's their laying boxes where they lay their eggs and they roost at night, and they got everything in there. We'll also show you that, I showed you earlier. But all this wood here that you see that's unfinished is wood that I milled on my sawmill. I have a sawmill, so I milled all this wood up top here on the sides and windows and the back. So all the lighter wood that you see here is what I milled with my sawmill. And inside here is all their chicken feed, their snacks, all their food they need. Here's mine again. Okay, as we were saying earlier about mine, she's already jumped the fence and she's in this bush right now. She's gonna go in there. I don't know if you can see her really well or not, but she's gonna go in there. She got like a little nest there, and she's gonna lay her an egg.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
and
then
she's just grazing.
yeah, she might be just grazing, but oh, here she comes out again.
She heard your voice before I came out.
Yeah, she heard Dad.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they have a little nest in that patch of bushes there, and I've found up to 7 eggs in there. So, anyway, she likes to do her own thing. It's so funny how they remember where that spot is. So while she's over there doing her thing, we got these girls that are over here doing their thing.
That's what you call a dust bath. She can scratch. It's amazing how they naturally know what to do.
So all this white wood that you see up here, I've milled and cut down from the trees from our property. I've cut the trees down and milled them all up. We don't waste no wood here. We use the wood you'll see over here on the side. We use it for firewood to heat our house up during the winter time. We build things with it. The sawdust we use for the lay boxes and for the chicken run for the chickens to scratch in and lay in during the winter time. Like I said, it's got a roof on it, so it's perfect. They can always come out, and I open the back here, they can come out here and roost, or they got little roosting things over here for them to roost on. I'll show you. So right here in the trees, you can see those sticks in there where I put across there, and they like to sit up there in the trees and sit up in that during the daytime. They'll sit up there and roost. And then like I said, back in the white part of that, where you hear them laying. So then we got some.
Got 4 land.
We got 4 land right now.
There's 2 in there and back.
And what we do here, we get anywhere between 8 to 13 eggs a day. And we have leghorns, the white ones there. We got barred rocks. We got ISAs, ISAs as they call them. We got Rhode Island Reds. And what am I missing? Oh, what am I missing? Oh, Americanas.
Americanas.
Yeah. And then
now we got 17. We started with 17 chickens. And the reason why we started with 17 was because they say sometimes some of them don't make it. But all 17 made it to where we're at today. So they were born March 29th and
28th.
we are 28th and we are August 28th. And so we have all our chickens right now still alive, and it's pretty awesome. We didn't think they'd all make it this long, and we're very happy that they have. 18 weeks is when they started laying, and then every Monday we started seeing more eggs slowly by slowly, and now we're at we had 14 eggs yesterday, so pretty cool. And we started with the 17 eggs, which were 3 Americanas, 3 Long Island Reds, Rhode Island, not Long Island like Long Island I see, 3 of the Americanas, 3 of the Barred Rocks, 3 of the ISAs, 5 of the what is it?
Leghorns.
Leghorns. So I don't know if we got all
And then to our new addition, we just got these are called Jersey Giants.
And these are only how old?
And they're so big, they're huge.
They're only 3 months.
They're only 3 months old, and all the chickens we have are about 5.5 months old. These guys, they're so big, they're already fitting in with the full-grown hens and the roosters, and they're 3 months old, and they're beautiful birds. They got the bluish green feathers. They're real mellow. They're real loving. They like to kick back and relax, and she's a little squeaky.
They get a little nervous.
Yeah, they get a little nervous.
It's kind of cute because when they complain, it sounds like they're like, ow, 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 ow.
She's fine now. But these are really, as they get older, these are really nice birds. They're really mellow, like mine.
Like the Barred Rock?
Yeah, like the Barred Rocks. They're
Plymouth
Barred
Barred
Rock.
Rocks.
Yeah, but these are the Jersey Giants. So she's only 3 months old, but she will get huge, and they lay like double the size of regular eggs. So they're big eggs. So I only got 2 of these, just to try them out and see how they do with the flock. But so far she's a little noisy, but they're easy to handle. They're really mellow.
Yeah, she's just nervous. Hopefully they'll get used to being held. Some of them don't like to be held. You know, you have to let them kind of do it on their own and come to you, just like he did with mine. Mine just kind of radiated to him, and a lot of it is because of the mealworms, but we should be feeding them mealworms when they're inside their range, so that they stay in their range and don't come out looking for that mealworm.
And here she is.
Here's
this is mine. You always tell her to get the green band. See?
Make sure that's not too tight on her.
She's
pretty loose.
Yeah, she's loose. This is my girl. She's my favorite. Stay here all day long. As long as I hold her like a little baby, she'll stay right here. She won't move. Sometimes she goes to sleep. She's just real mellow. She's mine. She'll let me do anything with her. She trusts me. I can pick her up. I can look at her butt, and she doesn't try to fly away.
Speaking of butts, it's important to look at that.
Yeah. You always want to check the vent, see if they get clogged up with poop, or because that can stop them up and eventually kill them over time. So, but we've never had that problem. We check them quite often. We check all the birds. We check their wings, and we check just their comb, how they're doing, and you know, their feet. It's good to check their feet too, to see if there's anybody pecking on them, or you know, how their claws are doing. Sometimes we trim their claws. They get too long because they can start bending in, and it causes them problem walking. So we usually file those down or clip them so they can be better at walking. She's my girl. She likes to, I can do anything to her and she won't try to bite me or anything. I can kiss her.
She only pecks.
She likes to hug.
She only pecks you when you're touching somebody else.
Yeah, she only pecks me if I got somebody else in my arms. She gets jealous and she'll peck me.
So you can look behind here because it's hard for them to get the dirt within their necks and stuff. So it's good to look back there.
Yeah, they like to take dust baths. That helps them with the mite. We check them regular for mites. Okay. Thanks for coming along with us today on the chickens. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Me and Carmen can answer them for you. We had a great time doing this video. We're going to be doing one every week. Doing remodeling in the house. We're going to be working on the backhoe. We're going to be doing a lot of landscape around here, adding on to the chickens, and doing a lot of milling, sawmilling, cutting down trees, all sorts of stuff around here. So hope you guys stick around and follow with us, and if we can teach you anything or show you anything, leave us a comment, ask us, and I'll find out. I got a lot of years in carpentry. I got diplomas in mechanics. Did a lot of auto repair, a lot of heavy equipment repair, small engine repair, and also my wife is a brain. She'll be in here. And one last thing, remember these rules right here. So I'm gonna step aside. I'm gonna zoom in on those. Read them off, baby. What's this say?
Chicken coop rules. No brooding. Cackle daily, which they do. Don't fly the coop, which they don't listen. They still do. No foul language. Don't be a bad egg. No hen pecking, which they like to peck each other. They do less pecking now that they're out ranging, but when we were preparing for them, they were pecking a lot. Always come home to roost, and they are good at that. And don't count all your chickens before they hatch.
And my saying is, don't be talking no chicken beep.